There you go. Penis.
Alrighty, so who's gonna tell us what happened last time? It's gonna be... That's fitting. Hayden.
Ah!
You do the highlights. You're like the most prepared for this.
No excuse.
So, alright, so, am I doing, what should we do? We're just doing Ryuji. Okay, so, we took a break, and then we wandered all up into the spire, right? So then, also, phone, I need you to shut up. This is not the time to text me, mother. Anyway. I mean, yes, I'll get to that, bitch, hold on. So, we walked up the tower, and then whoops-a-doodle, there was all this shaking in the tower, and then I looked out the window, and oh shit, there's this big boy named Veilfar out there who, what's up, is the ruler of the Frost Hells, whoops-a-doo. That's the whole time. And then we fought a big Zappy Zap creature, which I don't remember what you Monster Hunter nerds were calling it, but that was there. So we fought it, and then we got into the workshop proper, which was cool. And then we fucking looked some shit up. We had some talks. Arden and Fianula had some cute shit. Barile was all like, what up? Here's my titties, as she do. We found out... And then we fucking saw Veilfar out the window, and he's like, hey, I totally don't see you in there, but I'm gonna fuck your shit up. I'm a big boy. I'm like 42 feet tall. Whoops. I'll go fuck up your city. We locked the spire into place. That was the thing. And then Briar called Gino in his headphone and was like, hey, what up? Come outside. Well, surprise, surprise. It's actually Briar. He's fine as hell. And then we went to his workshop, and he and Marile are probably gonna bang, and that's gonna be a whole time. And we, yeah, that's
bonus
basically
points.
it.
What is this workshop called?
It is called the Rumblejack.
There you go. After you guys go about your business with Briar, you guys would spend about what seems like 20 to 30 minutes having him construct weapons, ammunition, armor for you guys, but what actually somehow takes no time at all in the grand scheme of the game, almost as if time froze while you were in a particular menu. After you guys conclude your business, he'll sit back within the Rumblejack itself, having brought the bench from outside in. He sits back, leans back on the bench, takes off his welding mask, sets it to the side, and is like,
alright, cool. Well, whenever you guys need me and you start to make progress, then let me know. Until then, I wish you good luck. Make sure to go activate those anchors for me, yeah?
Oh, what a hard worker, Briar.
I haven't had anything good to make in about 2,000 years, so this is not even work.
I see, a lot of pent-up energy then, huh? I mean, after all, after having such hard work, you should be rewarded, should you not?
Oh, yeah?
he just like puts his hand out and you see a tankard appear in it, just kind of out of nowhere.
Oh, you even come with drinks. Thank you. Grabs the tankard.
As you do, he like doesn't look towards it, you just take it out of his hand is still there, like, it appears like in the air, appearing like as like a hologram and then appears in solid. You take it before his hand grasps around it, and though he doesn't seem to mind, his hand just closes, opens again, another one appears and he grabs that one.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Oh, look at that, you have enough for the rest of the class. Which reminds me, looks at everybody. Hi, are you all going to watch?
I guess if you guys are gonna stay alone your own way, let's go find some blankets or something, right? Okay, let's go.
Yeah, sure. Let's get out of here. Let's give them their...
Whenever you take it, Marile, after you have this second to have that tankard in your hand, you notice that the smell of it does not smell like alcohol. Looking towards it, you see that this relatively large, almost like Asgardian looking tankard, it seems to be filled with a thick red liquid, as opposed to anything you might be used to.
Oh, what kind of cocktail is this, Briar?
You sure you want to know?
Is it edible at the very least?
Depends on who's drinking it.
You go first.
He tilts his head back, and he effectively downs the entire tankard of it. As he does, you see some lines of it flow down his face. When it does, it leaves a red stain on his skin, as it does, very much in the way that blood does.
Oh, it's viscous.
After she sees him, like, drink that and, like, it's viscous, she just looks at this, like, little tankard and she's just, like, shrugs shoulders, takes a quick swig of it.
Roll me a Constitution save.
Fuck yeah.
You manage to retain your composure, but it is not pleasant, whatever it is. As you drink it, you feel like you're drinking raw meat, effectively, as you do. The texture of it is a bit thicker. It's not entirely liquid. Like, it's not that there's chunks in it, but every once in a while you feel like there's flakes of something inside of it. You would have the ability to drink your way through it if you wanted to, but this very much immediately reminds you of some of the choices in food that some of the demons you work with have whenever they're able to indulge in their preferences, as opposed to human food.
Ay, pero qué asco. Well, that was an experience. Puts the tankard down, sits on his lap. I think I'm thirsty for something a little better, Briar.
You sure you don't got somewhere you need to be?
They can wait. I mean, after all, I was whisked away from what I was supposed to be doing, going to work, and put into a hazardous situation where my life is constantly in peril and in danger. It's been a while. It's been quite a night. I'm probably a little pent up, too. Besides, I feel like I keep saying your name wrong. Why not give me a private lesson on how to say it right?
I think I can do that.
So, Squeaky,
Yes.
as your initiation into one of the time-honored traditions of Nat19,
Oh, no!
I'm going to change this to Constitution.
Who hasn't had one of these checks?
So let's see how this
I
goes.
haven't yet.
I'd like you. I switched your performance check over to being Constitution. Could you roll me a performance check?
Oh, that wasn't too good.
No!
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking.
I'll say roll with advantage, considering this is something that A, you are proficient in, and B, this is something you built up quite well.
In sex.
She's got expertise in sex.
She has expertise
How
in
dare
performance, which is
you.
leading into this. So, I'll let you decide this. Considering the person that you're talking to probably has more physical endurance than you could exhaust reasonably in a short period of time, how long are you going to be keeping the others waiting?
An hour.
An hour? Alright. So, you guys effectively would have chosen to leave. The same, like, pedestal with the button on it as before is there, so as you guys go to leave, you just hit that and you find yourself taken outside, eventually leaving Marile alone with Briar, and I'll go ahead and let your imagination decide what that whole event is like. You guys leave, you guys don't know
What are they doing
exactly
in
what
there?
goes on
Watching a
inside.
movie?
I will note that once you're outside, the pedestal's no longer outside. It is gone.
Ah.
Patty
We
cake,
should
patty cake.
Yeah.
We could probably figure out where we're gonna get some warmer clothes or something like that.
This,
I mean, do we want to leave her for, however long she's gonna take in there?
I don't know. We could just talk about. I don't really know where all the stores are, whatever. If we want to steal stuff, if we just want. I don't know. I was gonna ask Briar, but I really didn't want to interrupt whatever that was.
given what has happened to the rest of the city, I doubt anything you'll find in a store will be favorable. We did hear from Briar that there was a conjoining of people over by Moride's work.
Yeah, we could go there. That's an option.
The main reason for me saying that is there are a lot of demons that work there. Some of them may have more knowledge on what is happening around here than we do.
Are they as friendly as our friend Briar?
Because of the place they're in, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be very friendly.
Like
Ah.
Marile kind of friendly.
No, but let's just say they probably aren't roughing it.
I have an idea. Didn't you have a car?
If we find something that is working, then I could use it, but I believe that my car is no longer with us.
I mean, are there any cars nearby?
For the sake of random chance, go ahead and roll me 1d100. Let's say Cody. Okay, so lower was better in that case. As you look around, you would find that it might not take you long to go away from where you are, but because you're so close to where the anchor emerged, even if you found a car here, the roads are basically shifted. Like, the city around you is a series of plates of earth that have been broken apart, large fissures between them, they're overlapping. So even if you hotwired a car here, there's no real safe way to drive it out. Now, this is a DMC game, so if you wanted to, you could definitely do some extreme off-roading, and I'd probably be like, cool, give it a go. But Just
I wanna crash
know
through
that
a fucking ceiling with my van.
just know that that is a possible concern and a hurdle you'd have to overcome. If you wanted to look for vehicles nearby, though, you could.
I would like to look for
do
vehicles
that.
nearby.
Okay.
Let's go, man!
Okay,
Let's go hotwire us a car!
Roll me investigation. Arden, as luckily, you've kind of been coming up with the ideas here. The others look around, they mostly find the wreckage of different cars that have been destroyed by the tectonic shifts in the area. You get up onto a higher area, you get up on top of a building or just elevated space and decide to look that way, and you do see that there appears to be a used car lot. Not terribly far off from here.
Yeah.
That appears to have, though some of them are kind of shifted and crushed into each other, some of them appear to have been basically okay.
There are two types of cars that I'm looking for. One, I want to try and find a van, or a limo.
Well, it is a used car lot, so your chances of finding a van are much better than your chances of finding a limo. There's not really a strong used limousine market. So, Arden, from your elevated position, you are looking out at this parking lot, or this used car lot, looking for a van. You see there are several that are there. You see there's a couple larger vehicles that you could use, that you could probably hotwire. Let's say, well, let's spitball here. Boom. Let's say there's about 4 total.
Nice.
As you look at it and you see it, you're like, all right, good, fine, all right, we got some things that we could... What the hell is that? And you see this almost like a large fire-like entity moving towards the car lot. You hear a distorted bull-like yell coming from the streets as you see this streak of flame rushing down the road, angry about something. I need to get you an image.
They'll slowly slide.
You see this creature, itself larger than a van, rushing down towards it, the ice and snow around it melting as it rushes down the road, heading towards it, and you do see it skid into the parking lot, and enraged by something, you're not sure what, lets out a roar. You see the ground there crack. It crashes through one van as it goes by it, and seems to just start thrashing around. It hasn't destroyed everything yet, but one of the vans that you're looking at is immediately totaled by this demon that appears to be rampaging within the lot.
No! Fuck! Stop that thing!
Okay.
Running toward it.
As you guys all approach, head and shoulders up above the cars as you rush towards it, you all see a large bull wreathed in flame. Its body appears to be made of a blackened substance with flames erupting from the crevices that are on it. On its back, you see its spine is plated in gold with a long whipping tail that shifts around, and a lot like a Charizard. The end of the tail just bursts into like a plume of flame. The horns that it has seem decorative, almost like deific. Like they seem to be made of like gold and some kind of whitish metal mixed in, and don't appear to be affected by the flame. But as it moves around, the thing you guys notice as you get closer to it is that for a very large radius around it, there doesn't seem like the snow melts, and as you get close to it and within about 50 feet, everything feels normal. Like it almost feels like a summer day with this thing around it. As you guys are rushing, cars are flying left and right as you go. So Nicolo, as you rush towards it, it flails. Seeing you, it becomes enraged. It bucks, it puts its horns under a car. It flips the car up and it goes flying at you as you try to dodge to the side of it. I'm gonna have you take 1d10 bludgeoning damage. You take 8 as it hits you and you keep rushing forward. Now I'd like y'all to roll initiative as you guys come close to this creature. Cars around it appear to be melting. 2 vans, in particular, have been thrashed by this point. You notice that some gasoline coming out of cars begins to ignite just by being around this thing. You see that some of the broken cars have started kind of detonating and catching flame. As you approach it, there's almost a Power Rangers-esque explosion behind it as it reels back and roars up towards the sky.
I am going to I'm gonna pull out my 2 light revolvers, and I'm going to make my way, go like around here, and I'm going to basically get like to one side of a car, and I'm going to come out from it, and I'm just gonna start firing.
Gotcha. You rush over, you duck in behind a car, and poke out and start firing at it. Go ahead and do so.
Hiya.
13 does not hit. As you fire at it, you strike part of the gold armor that covers its back, and it deflects off of it.
Bonus action attack. I will go for a light revolver attack.
That hits.
Hey.
As you fire at it, as you strike it, it looks like it isn't bothered by part of the damage. As you shoot it, it doesn't, it resists it down to 3. Whenever you hit it, there's also this little plume of sparks that comes off, almost like you're poking a campfire, as if you were poking the coals with a stick. This little plume of ashes and embers comes off of its body from where you hit it.
Upon seeing that, and again, just noting what we've already been through, I'm just gonna have him yell out, like, hit him with magic!
Arden, except not actually. Because it's taking a legendary action. It is going to target 3 of you. It's going to target the person that just hit it. It's going to target Arden, and it is going to target, given where it can see you, assuming that there's no complex cover for the sake of simplicity right now, it's going to target Emmanuel. As it does so, it reels back, the fire ignites and burns brighter on it. It shifts its tail, and you see these 3 little motes of fire extend out and become these blades of flame in the air that then launch towards the 3 of you. I'm gonna have you make dexterity saving throws here in a sec. Nicolo, you managed to dodge away from them. The other 2 of you, you're gonna be hit by them, and you're gonna take 1d10 fire damage. Fires at you, 2 of you get hit by them, and you take 2 fire damage, so not a big deal. Nicolo, you dodge to the side and just see this construct, this blade of flame pass by you and fly off into the distance. The other 2 of you, that you get hit by them as they let out a small detonation as they hit you and soar by. Alright, Arden, now it's properly your turn. When you get hit by it, you find the flame has an element to it that it seems almost solid. You haven't really dealt with radiant damage a lot before, and that's not exactly what this is, but there's something different about this flame. It's living in such a way that though you're resistant, it still manages to deal a proper damage to you.
Aha! He's 10 feet. Oh, wait. No, he's 15 feet away. Damn. Alrighty then. In that case, I'm gonna shoot it. Bang!
That's a hit.
Bang, bang!
Alright, it takes that, resist it down to 4 damage. As you get really close to it, by the way, Arden, you're just about on the cusp of feeling like if you got near it, it would be as if you were stepping into fire.
And that is gonna be my turn.
Emmanuel?
And inflict wounds.
Oh! 51 damage! Jesus! You put your... That's wonderful. You put your hand out and you use that. You create the blast of force that almost forms like a claw underneath it, and the necrotic force reaches up and like grabs its neck. You all see this eruption of a massive eruption of flames and embers that spews out from a side of it as it just flops over to the side, pushed as if by some great force. It takes a chunk of damage. Oh my goodness.
I have embedded deprivation. I crit on it with a spell. A member. It's gotta make a saving throw. Whenever I score a critical hit with a weapon or spell attack, I can force them to make a saving throw against hexes, and if they fail, then they are either blinded, deafened, or stunted, and they suffer a negative effect depending on which one I pick. Yeah.
They fail.
It is blind.
As you hit it, again, you create this like necrotic hand of force that as it goes near it, claws towards its face, hits it. It lets out a great roar as it reels back, and you see the flames in its eyes flickering in and out as the flames themselves, the eyes themselves seems to leak flame. It's like blinking rapidly, and the flames in its eyes seem to have gone out from the effect. At the end of your turn, it is going to use the same, Blades of Flame ability to once again target 3 of you, but now I'm going to have it be random who it's going to be. There's 5 of you. Emmanuel, Fionnuala, and that's Fionnuala again. You know what? I'm going to count that as it not knowing where other people are since it got a double and it can't see. So you two are going to have to make dexterity saves. Here they come. You're going to take another 1d10 fire damage. You take 8 this time, Emmanuel.
I hate it, and I turn around, I'm like, yeah!
As it hits it, it lets out a great roar that echoes through the area. You see a dozen blades of flame appear, scatter out around it, and fire blindly. One of them manages to catch you, Emmanuel. It is then.
Ow.
So...
You were then sliced in twain.
You were then sliced in twain.
Non-lethal.
Let's see, you are in that direction, so I need to draw a cone. The two of you are gonna be, the two of you are gonna be targeted as it reels back and it's going to blindly breathe a cone of flame in that direction. You both fail.
No, Emmanuel!
As it blasts the area with flame. Oh, you both take 20 damage as this cone of flame erupts over the area. As it does, and as it subsides, this creature turns, and though it's blind, it looks that it's going to start trying to run back the way it came and flees.
No! No!
Seemingly shaken by what happened, it is going to try to head back. As it rushes back, I'm gonna roll a dexterity perception check with disadvantage for it to see if it runs into anything as it's running. Okay, it looks like it's about to run into a van. As you're rushing forward, one of the other ones just like look down and you're like, no, 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 and it just suddenly turns at the last second, barrels through a car, and starts running. It gets about, 15 feet off the map. Theo, it is your turn.
Okay, who looks worse? Oh, Manny's fucking critical, holy shit. I'm going to ignore the big boy. I'm going to run up to Manny as fast as I can and grab one of my devil stars, or my vital stars, and I'm going to break it over him.
You break the devil star, you heal him. Anything else on your turn?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's going to use both of its legendary actions between your turns to use overwhelming movement. Its body seems to catch greater flame. It is going to move an additional 40 feet. As it does, this is the last one from you, Heckin' Arden. It will possibly go through a van, because that's what we're doing. Roll me 1d100, or roll me a strength saving throw for the van.
The van said no.
He rushes forward, it hits a van as it's going, and the size of it doesn't expect in its blinded state. It does stop it barrels back. It leaves a large horn-shaped imprint in the side of it, and the windows on one side of the van break, but it stops, shakes its head off, and it'll only have taken 20 feet of movement then, overall, but it gets another 20 feet away. Is it trying to flee? It looks like it's desperately trying to get away.
I think we should just let it go. This thing is gonna be gone in like a fucking second.
Yeah.
Arden, there is a single, completely undamaged van remaining, and one bull-crushed, still functioning, but largely indented van remaining. These are
That one has character.
It does have character. We might need 2 cars anyway, so let's try. I'll try and hotwire.
I'm driving.
No, you're not.
If you could drive, I could drive, and I can't drive. Manny, you can sit in the back with me. We'll keep an eye out for the bull from behind.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hotwire the undamaged one.
Go ahead and roll me a, we'll make this 2 checks. First of all, roll me an intelligence check. Okay, so just the baseline of knowing generally how to hotwire something. Oh, now roll me a dexterity check for the actual minutia of doing the hotwiring.
Well.
I trust.
Because you use the style point, you go over to the side, you're like, there's no problem at all, I can get this working, and you like slam the car with your hand, like you're trying to make a jukebox work like the Fonz.
Doing the Fonz
and you just
thing.
stay still for a second and it doesn't work. Hit it again. Nothing.
Huh. You know, I've heard that works.
Arden?
Yeah?
I'll walk up to him, just kind of like wriggle my fingers.
I have smaller fingers than you. Do you mind if I try?
Sure. Could I try and like talk her like through?
Can we talk her through
Yeah,
the
because she.
intelligence?
Okay, so let's go. Let's go then. Roll me, let's say, a wisdom check for the general guiding of Fionula.
10.
All I was looking for was a 10 to be able to relay instructions properly.
Cool.
In that case, Fionula, you can roll it normally. You won't have disadvantage. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Put the thing in the wire, and you gotta do this with your tiny hands.
You do it. After a second, the van sputters to life.
Hey!
Oh, we did it! Oh, hell yeah!
I'll jump up and high five Arden!
High five!
As you get it working and as you high five, the secondary van detonates. As some of the flames left over on the ground reach its gas main and it explodes.
I just like walk around the blaze, like that was close.
I'm going to try to like open the back and like get in and just like check it out.
As you do, the inside's very cold after everything that's happened. Marile, I'd say that around the time of this happening,
Turn up the heat.
we'll say would emerge back near the bench, leaving the Rumblejack.
Did she come out as the explosion of the other van?
Yeah, totally. You could like, Marile, you exit, putting yourself back in order, like fixing your hair back up a bit, putting your coat back up all the way on your shoulder. You see a large bull-like demon then rush about a street down from you, just rush across 2 streets and like away from you. And then about half a minute later, a detonation brightly illuminates an area about a street away. You get to them and you see the first thing you notice is the headlights of a van in the darkness that the blizzard is imposing on the area, and you see the forms of the others around it trying to get it working. You would hear their voices faintly in the distance as you approach.
Oh, so this is where you all went.
Hey, we went to find a car.
I see you have found a car.
Nicolo, do you want to drive?
Looks to the car, puts a hand on it, looks back to you. Yes.
As you head through the city, you get relatively close. As you move through and you drive, you save a lot of time. At one point, and you can choose how you want to deal with this, you feel some rumbling through the city as you're driving after about 8 or 9 minutes. And you initially think there might be an earthquake. I'd like everybody, could you all roll me perception?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, twins.
Nicolo, it's fitting, since you're the one driving. As it's happening, there's a general tectonic event on the ground as you're driving, and you slow down a bit to be careful about it. You see a very large eruption of snow as something displaces a large amount, and it sweeps over you, Nicolo, briefly blinding you as you drive. And then you see a titanic form in the snow about a block away, moving above the buildings you're on, and a large foot passes by. And I'd like to know how you deal with it as you see one of the massive feet of Veilfar still moving through the city, passing in this cloud of snow directly by the van.
Is it looking like it's going like the way that we came, or is it like just passing
it's
in
going
front of us?
Past you. So it's going back where you came from. Like, you would have stopped, a plume of snow would have come like a wave of dust down the street towards you, and as it surrounds you and causes everything to white out, you just see the massive statue, or the huge titanic foot of this thing like a kaiju just come and rest beside the van.
He's gonna turn off the van and put it in neutral.
Have you guys seen the 2004 smash hit the day after tomorrow starring Jake Gyllenhaal? This is just like that.
I'm gonna get closer to Arden and just kind of like put my finger to my lips like shoosh and just like be looking very carefully out the window for like anything that Veilfar does. Kind of watching his tails specifically.
It's hard to see a lot of him because by this point he's effectively directly above the van, and
Yeah.
you can see like one foot
yeah.
come
His
in.
junk.
The other one moves by him. You see the large scythe-like tails. One of them comes down and strikes part of the street, just whipping randomly behind him as he moves. He seems to come to a rest over you, not seeming to notice that any of you are there, that the van is there due to the line of sight he has. And yet you just hear a very faint...
Lucifer, Lilith, where are you?
And then him begin moving again. As he moves away, there's that colossal feeling of a mass moving over top of you, the ground shaking with each step. Then you hear this grotesque, massive, disturbing metallic scraping, and you see coming through the cloud into view his massive axe dragging on the ground like a wall beside the van as it moves away.
We have work to do. Where are you?
As it moves off into the distance. Another solid minute passes, and eventually you stop feeling the rumblings of it moving over you.
Does Lucifer have a different context in this universe? Like, would we know who that is?
Depends on
if I would
you.
know who
You
Lucifer and
you
Lilith
guys could
are.
roll history. So Nicolo, yeah, you'd have a general awareness of Lucifer is not. We're not talking about like the Christian or whatnot depiction of Lucifer. There's some debate within this world of where the name came from, and that certain religions, like real-world religions within the context of DMC, would have probably borrowed the identities of demons that appeared through history. You would, Nicolo, have a general awareness that in the studies that you did where you came from, Lucifer is a powerful demon that at one point ruled a section of hell. You guys have already bumped into knowledge about it before. I'll leave it up to you guys to recall that information.
I was mostly like trying to figure out anything about Lilith.
I'd say that having heard it, it would ring a bell enough that you were like, you remember and you piece that together. Lilith is the name of the first of the succubi.
Well, that's... Oh, he doesn't need to team up with anybody. He's already a problem enough as it is.
If Lucifer and Lilith are assisting him, we're in big trouble.
We're only in big trouble if they're actually here yet. He came out of that big spire I'm guessing that the other two might come out of the other ones.
Probably.
That would only make sense.
As you continue driving through the city, you only need to drive for like another 4 or 5 minutes before you come within a couple of blocks of where the Angel's Light would be. As you come towards it, you find the ground here was split. You find that you are driving at somewhat of an angle downward. It looks like this particular area has a large chunk of the earth that is split up and is preventing passage onto the roads. But it looks like it'd be relatively easy to navigate, effectively on foot. Like, it wouldn't be terribly hard to scale, but there'd be no way to get a vehicle as large as a van through it.
Yeah, he'll find a good place to like set it out of the way of the main street in case Boy decides to run by with his fucking axe again. The rest of the trip is on foot. Come on.
All right.
Also, I know as you guys leave, you're at a point of the city where like the you've elevated somewhat, because as you head towards the mountains, the city gets a bit the elevation changes that you're on.
Hilly.
You would see off in the distance the general shadowy form of Veilfar, still standing above the city, always kind of easy to tell where he is unless you're surrounded by buildings. You can see like vaguely through the snow, especially with the sun rising and kind of illuminating everything. We'll say, by the way, it's about 7 and 8 in the morning at this point. We'll say 8. You can see him, his massive form silhouetted against the sun as he seems to spread out those massive wing-like structures that are on his side, and you see him take off and then move out over the bay, seemingly leaving the area of Carpenter City. You guys, as you head back towards the cliff-like area, the separation between the areas, it doesn't look like it'd be hard to traverse, but if you guys want to go over it, you still will have to get over some effectively small cliff-like outcrops that have been created by the shifting in the city.
I would just kind of start climbing my way up, and if I get up, I'll look around to see if there's any way to help the others get up from the other side, like if there's anything to, like, lower.
As you guys get up on top, you emerge into what looks like a familiar city block that's like a couple of 2 or 3 blocks away from where Angel's Light is. You are adjacent to what you would recognize to be a theater that you've never been to, but you're aware of it. It appears to be frozen over, and you notice in the streets in this particular part of the city, there's a variety of large cliff-like outcrops. Like, this place is really shifted due to the tectonic events in the area. And also there are what look to be almost completely petrified in ice humans in various positions of cowering, fleeing, trying to protect themselves just in the middle of the streets.
That's unsettling.
There's nothing we can do. Keep a move on. Don't think about it.
That doesn't make it any less unsettling, but yeah. So, heading to your work, Marilyn?
It'll be a much better sight than what we are looking at, unfortunately.
I'm
Alright,
sorry
then.
that my home's invading your home.
It's not your fault. It's not like you're doing it yourself. So there's no need for you to apologize, Teresita.
Okay. I just feel bad.
It's understandable to feel bad, but you do not have to feel sorry. I know that doesn't make quite much sense, but trust me, it does.
I trust you. Okay. I
I'm
just
glad.
wanted to apologize because I don't want you guys dying because my home's awful.
We won't be dying. Not tonight.
There's so many things I want to do, people I want to do.
Right.
I mean, think
how-
about it like this: it's like a permanent snow day. What are they gonna do? Make me go to school? Nah.
As you
My life is a
Snowday.
permanent
As you say
snow
that.
manual.
As you say that, Emmanuel, almost
This is
as
not
if
the Hallmark.
almost as if to punctuate what you're saying, you hear a very large crack coming from one of the petrified beings, one of the humanoids that are within the center of the street, as just almost as if responding to, what are they gonna do? You see this thin mist pouring out of them, and you see these 2 others that are around you guys beginning to crack as well.
You spoke too soon.
And on this street, on one side of you, the entrance to a large theater. On the other side of you, elevated by a shift in the earth, what looks like a department store. You see various figures moving in the snow, and suddenly the humanoid figures around you, the ice cracks and shatters, and you see these creatures made of ice emerging from them, puppeteering the broken humanoid figures. Brain! Do the words
Brain.
that are near you, as you see surrounding you guys 3 creatures
Oh,
resemble this,
he's
and
pretty chill. That
emerging from the snow as if they'd been buried in it. Though you can't get the exact numbers down immediately, a variety of creatures that stand just about as tall, if they were to stand upright, a little bit shorter than Marile. Creatures with bluish skin, various bloody spikes in their body, holding at large constructs of ice. As I share a map with you guys.
They're gonna make me go to school.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Two large horns emerging from their head, a bluish glow within them as they all seem to appear sauntering out of the snow, erupting out as if in response to movement. They each let out this high-pitched wailing that each of them joins in on one after another, with them appearing in their placement. As these creatures appear, these large, ice-like, almost ghostly beings that are almost like puppeteering the bodies that move and shift underneath them, mimicking the movements of the floating ice-like creatures, and with the various other creatures surrounding the area at different elevations. As they appear, let out their wails, and begin to attack you, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, guys. I'd like you guys to go ahead and roll me initiative. All right, Gino. Surprising nobody, you're up first.
Hell yeah. Fucking. He's just gonna summon his Echo right next to him to the left.
As you just stand there, your Echo peels off of you and moves to the side of you.
Yeah, he's gonna rush forward, pull out his great sword, do that.
Yeah, you take it out, you rush forward towards the creature. So there's the body of the humanoid, which is kind of barely hanging together, and then there's the ghost-like icy apparition above it that is moving in tandem with it. You can't tell which one is, like, the source of the movements and which one is mimicking the other, but they're mirroring each other.
Swing! I'm gonna, you know what? Because, why the fuck not? It's Gino.
19, that hits.
Oh my god!
He's really fucking mad right now.
So it resists the damage down. Whenever you hit it, you note that you strike at it. It passes through the ghost-like form, but some of the ice does crack off of it. Whenever you bring the blade down, it hits the humanoid form, which breaks. It just snaps as if it was made of ice, and the ghost-like part of it is no longer attached to the humanoid part.
How kind of you. I was just looking for something to kill. And he's gonna go in for another Unleash Incarnation.
To which the other one then kind of shifts over to the side of it and strikes at it as you're saying that.
Hey-yaw!
You hit it. You deal another 5 points of damage.
Do I wanna? I think I wanna. I'm gonna Action Surge.
Alright.
Hey-yaw!
That's a hit. You deal another 4 damage to it. As you go in for another attack, you swing at it, and its body seems to split apart and then reform, letting your blade pass through the section between it harmlessly, but then you strike again and you deal proper damage with that one.
Nice.
You guys just see Gino and his secondary echo of himself weaving around and striking at this thing. Arden, you hear the noise of one of these creatures, these Tundra Hellites, take its claws and just roars at you and just lets out a and then rushes at you, leaping up
I
towards
stab
you.
him as he enters my range.
Go for it. You stab it, the blade goes into it, and it, like, doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to... It definitely hurt it, and you take, like, a large chunk of muscle out of it. It doesn't look like it bleeds when you cut it. There's just, like, thick, almost clay-like muscle underneath. And it lands, and the arm closest where you hit it just sort of flops a little bit, clearly having been damaged. But it doesn't seem to regard it. Like, it didn't feel pain. It is then going to go for an attack on you as it puts its hand towards the snow and generates this blade of ice that it swings towards you, and it hits. It strikes you, dealing 5 damage. 3 of which is slashing, 2 of which is cold.
Alrighty then, so we are going to charm the Tundra Hellite.
It failed. You use it on it, that one.
Hey.
You like, Marile, can you describe to me what you're doing to try to charm it?
Show you what else you can do with those horns, baby.
They're not
And,
they're not terribly expressive, but as you do this, Arden, you just notice this Hellite that's like raising a blade up to plunge it into you. It just stops and kind of like leans past you towards Marile. Like it just tilts its body to look past you, like lowers the weapon somewhat.
Alrighty, so we're gonna give some bardic inspiration to Arden.
Oh.
You're gonna do that, and she's gonna she's gonna flutter her eyes and say, "Don't let it show you up, beauty."
You got it.
I'm gonna target. Let's target Tundra Hellite 4. I'm gonna use the ring.
You create that, it erupts from there. It does not go down far enough that it covers Tender Hellite 1, but as you point it, just a big ball of inky darkness appears and just out in that space. You hear just a second later from within it, just a kind of confused. I'm gonna have it roll really quick, just out of turn, since we're here to. We're all good heckin' having fun here. I can be silly during the dumb times and then not be silly during the dangerous times. One sec. Dexterity check. That's a nat 1. How fitting. You just see like a and then you see it fall from the ball of darkness as it stumbles forward, not remembering where the edge is, falls out and hits the ground. It's gonna take 2d6 falling damage. It takes 6. It is out of the darkness. The darkness ball's effectively not doing anything to it, but it fell down 20 feet from that.
I run up to the edge of the cliff and I stick my tongue out at it.
Chillhaunt 2 is gonna go. The time has come. It's going for you, Nicolo. It floats forward, sort of pulling the body it's attached to along with it whenever it does. It swings. You get struck. As it hits you, you feel overwhelming cold as you take 10 damage, 7 of which is cold, and 3 of which is necrotic. The claw almost passes through you as it hits you. It doesn't actually cut you. It just almost steals warmth and life as it passes through your skin. And then Chillhaunt 3 goes. And Chillhaunt 3 is right next to Fionnuala, so it's going to go ahead and go for a weapon attack on them. Yeah!
Hi.
Takes a swing at you, and like you missed it, it misses you.
I guess this is the game we're playing.
That's its turn. Tundra Hellite 6 is going to go. As he rushes through the snow, kicking it up as he runs, he's going to bring out the Crystal Blade. With 2 hands, he's going to strike at Gino. And he hits. He got a 22.
Oh, damn.
Because he has an ally next to you, he's going to add some extra damage to the attack. As it rushes, the Haunt again tries to distract. As it strikes into you, you take 13 damage. As it strikes into you with this large chunk of sharpened ice. Tundra Hellite 2 is going to go, and it's going to throw another one at Marile. As it throws it at you, you take a total of 14 damage as the ice arrow strikes you, cutting into part of your coat as well as your side.
The one that's charmed by you is like, no, stop.
Yeah, you just see that one reach past Art and just goes like,
No, not that one.
Bro, don't cockblock me like this.
As we hit the top of the turn order, you guys hear a creaking sound from up above you, as the large crane that had been above you seems to start shifting, cracking, and you see chunks of it begin breaking off and hurtling down towards you. This is going to affect actually everybody in the street, with the exception of Fionnuala and Arden.
Yeah.
I want to know, players, as large metal beams crack off this crane, that there's a large creaking, a snapping, and then it shatters into various pieces that come raining down on you like massive spears. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do to avoid this, or would you like to just dexterity save it out?
I'm gonna hide under the shopping.
No, that's actually a viable option.
We're gonna treat you as having superior cover.
I will wheel the shopping cart away. No.
There's a car over here. Is it open?
The car over there is half buried in snow.
Yeah, but like, is it open?
The doors would be like, you could try to get inside if you want to, like, you do an athletics check to try to pull it open.
Yeah, I'll try that for some cover.
Sure.
So let's roll my doo-doo athletics.
Whoa! All right, gain 2 style points. As you see this happen, Marile, you just run past the others, duck in. You shatter the window of the car and get inside of it. I'm just gonna make you from the roll. You're fine.
Would I be able to, like, send my echo up and try to hit it and, like, cut it in half?
Well, it's a series of different metal beams all coming down at you as opposed to one large structure.
Then I will attempt to just athletics out of the way. I will, like, try to kick off of the fucking Tundra Hellite and, like, kind of jump off him, like, out of the way, off to the side.
We'll say you do that. We say that you will be omitted from it. Your echo is still going to be included in the roll. And finally, Nicolo, are you doing anything in particular?
I'm just gonna frickin' run up this wall and like backflip.
Roll me an athletics check.
Backflip acrobatics?
An acrobatics check is a dexterity save, if we're being realistic.
Yeah, but one of them is proactive and the other one is reactive.
They're both reactive.
I'll just do the same.
All right.
I'll just do the deck save.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to use my dexterity to dodge them. I'm gonna run away from them and try to dexterously get out of the way! Those of you that got hit by it, you're going to take 2d12 plus 1 bludgeoning and 1d8 cold damage. Those who succeeded by way of doing something fun, Emmanuel, Gino, and Marile, I'll gain a style point. Nicolo gains a series of cuts as the spear-like shunts of metal strike into the ground around him. You are also knocked prone, Nicolo. That happens. These happened to all of you guys. Gino, we're back to your turn. Your Echo is dead.
Well, I'm gonna pop him right back.
Okay, well, he comes
where
back.
he was.
All right, he's back. He's good. He's all right.
Which of these two boys is looking worse around me right now?
It's basically impossible for you to tell that, given the difference in physiology and your lack of knowledge of how durable they are.
Fair. I will go after the boy that I was going after to begin with.
Okay.
And hey-y'all!
You definitely hit.
Y'all!
You deal 4 damage to it as you strike it. You chunk another bit of the ethereal ice off of its body.
Oh man, these are hardy boys.
Fionnuala?
Okay. So I'm gonna start swinging at him again because fuck this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I started swinging.
Oh!
Natural today.
Gain 2 style points and roll your damage. You deal 7 damage total to it.
Cool. That's stupid. You're stupid. I'm just gonna insult you like Marile does, and hopefully it works. Okay. Fuck, Nicolo's in the way of my former plan, so you can't fucking go in my way, you stupid bitch.
I just got hit by a bunch of steel beams.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe I don't need this right now. I'm just, you know.
Sounds like you're being a little bit of a bitch. But
Well, it sounds like you're being a little bit of a bitch if you're not gonna hit me with whatever you're gonna do. Come on, do it. Kill me.
It's going to go. It's gonna go for
End my life.
It's going to go for an attack on Arden,
Fuck.
Shite.
which it crits.
Of course it does.
No.
It's going to. It's doing this heckin' two-handed.
Bye, guys.
Oh my goodness!
I'm alive.
Yep, it strikes it straight through you. The blade goes in and like out where your heart should be. There's a moment where everyone around you recognizes you should be dead, but you DMC it up. You use hybrid endurance. Your chest reflexively flexes slightly, and the ice blade just kind of breaks as the creature forms a new one.
Oh, fuck.
Marila.
Fine.
Well, it's a good thing that I did not die from the spikes of this very convenient car, but it seems like everyone else is having a bit of a hard time, especially the little spud stud over there. I should probably help him.
As you get closer and rush up, you can still use your bonus action to heal Arden if you want to, if you're using Healing Word.
And then with Devil's Kiss, I drag the save on it.
It really failed. It would have had disadvantage anyways, but it rolled a 2.
Oh.
So, it really failed.
It's dead now.
That kills it. You rush up to it. You get close to it. As you do, it doesn't have a sense of romance or intimacy given what it is, but as you do, it kind of cautiously allows you to approach. You get up to it, like run the back of one of your hands along it, and then bite it square in the neck. As you do, life force from it goes into you. You would regain... Don't know how you did this. You regain 1 of your hit die.
We're gonna heal Arden. He's looking pretty bad, so I'm gonna use the bigger heal if that's possible. While this thing is like shriveling up and dying, and she heals him. You owe me one.
Apparently. Oh, it's my turn. Woo! Oh, fuck. I'm in so much pain. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna help my girl out. Let's just go ahead and hurt myself a little more. How about?
Mm-hmm.
Boop.
You take 3 damage.
Apply some fire to myself and.
All right, Heckin.
Does that hit?
Yes, that hits. Oh,
Take that, nerd. Ah,
you used
all right.
fire?
I
Okay.
did.
So as you do so, it doesn't seem to be hurt by the flames. In fact, it seems to be reinvigorated by them.
Oh, god damn it.
Well,
These things seem to be stealing heat from creatures. Looking around at the humanoids they were trailing around them, it seems like they were parasitically leeching off of the heat that was in them. So whenever you strike with fire, it takes it into itself. Tundra Hellite 3 is going to go for Nicolo. It's going to jump down, slide down the hill towards you.
No! You're supposed to throw things at me!
And it's coming after you. And it crits.
Yay!
No.
My God.
Strikes towards
Yay!
you. You take.
Yay!
Yep. That.
Yay!
You are unconscious. As it barrels down on you and cuts into you with its weapon, pinning you to the ground as it lands. Nicolo, you're on deck for your death save, but Chillhunt's going to go first. And Chillhunt is going to float towards, and it's going to go after Emmanuel. It rushes up towards you, brings its claw down on you, and hits.
Oh no.
You take 12 damage, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution save, which is coming at you. You really succeed. You get a 22. All right, Nicolo, death save.
What's up? Let's do it!
You succeed
That's
one.
good.
This boy's going to go. This boy's going to attack. Also go after Emmanuel because he can do extra damage. Throws an ice arrow down at you.
My boy.
Oh, you take 18 damage. What are you at?
Oh boy.
I have 2 HP.
We're now at the top of the turn order. Gino, you're next, but before we go to Gino, you guys hear a thumping sound from the department store that is beside you guys as a crashing sound erupts, and the doors begin to shudder despite being covered over by ice. Inside, you hear just a as something pushes against them. The doors, which are up near Hellite 1, suddenly crash open from the inside as you see what looks to be a large box that, as it flies out through the air, you can tell is a large box for a space heater. Flies out into the middle of the road and crashes down out from the doors, carrying another large box for a space heater underneath its arm. You see what looks to be one of these boys.
Oh,
Dark
fuck.
matted fur, standing head
Joy!
and shoulders above all of you as it steps out and looks towards all of you, 2 horns erupting from the back of its head. It looks to you, looks around. Marile, roll me perception.
Perception. Am I good at that? No.
As you see this thing step out and look around at what's going on around you, Marile, it looks over to the side, grabs a piece of rebar from beside of it that's just jutting out of the ground, and it is going to rush towards and attack Tundra Hellite 1 as this thing looks to you guys and does not seem to immediately be hostile to you. Strikes this Hellite, which as it looks towards it, the Hellite looks overwhelmed by it immediately as it rushes forward. It is then going to go down and it bites into it. The ones that are up there seem to become immediately preoccupied with it being up there. As it stops, as it bites into the side of the Hellite's neck and rips out a chunk of its skin, it spits it out, looks over to you, its eyes gaze up and follow the ground up to where Marile is, and Marile, you briefly see it put a hand up, and she's like,
Gilligan! It's Postman! That's my boss! Don't kill him!
Alright, I'm gonna beat up this stupid fucking Tundra Hellite, whatever's. Die.
Stupid fire-loving ass.
that hits.
There you go.
Alright. Fucking die.
Strike, you hit, oh!
Woo!
Nice.
Now he, on the other hand, is vulnerable.
Nice.
Oh.
Do I get a tile point because of the max damage?
Yes, go ahead. As you strike him, you
Okay.
hit him, he takes the fire damage, he takes double it, it gets killed.
Is
So-
that milk?
It's a carton of some kind.
Look at the size of that carton! Yeah!
Listen, Costco gives value. What can I say?
I'll have some milk.
Have some milk.
Have some milk.
Sure. Emmanuel.
Have you seen Street Fighter? Sure you can. Cease saliving. He didn't die.
He didn't die.
That's not okay.
He didn't die on account of the fact that he is immune to necrotic damage.
Oh, balls.
Oh.
Because he is a ghost.
That tracks.
As you go to use it and you use it on him, you find that the ghostly hand that Inflict Curse uses just kind of passes through him harmlessly.
Give him a reading, but it's okay. He failed his hex save, so he is. Can they be blind? Fuck
Hold
it,
on,
he's-
hold on. Does it say that you have to deal damage or just get a critical? Score a critical hit, sure. Yep, you know what? I'm just not. No, we're not going to think about it. Go for it. Well, it's blinded.
I step backwards and cower vaguely behind the prone Niccolo.
I will stand, and I think I'm done with whatever these things are. I'm gonna pull out my rifle.
Okay.
I would like them to die. I'm gonna shoot it. I am going to activate Zephyr Strike. What that does is my movement no longer provokes opportunity attacks for a minute. But if I shoot something, I can add 30 feet to my movement for a round, whether I hit or miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself advantage with the Zephyr Strike.
Okay, go for it.
Hiya!
You fire, it takes 8 points of the damage. You fire the bullet, and as it, in a slow motion fashion, as it leaves the barrel, you almost turn, and as it's flying at it, the camera closely following the bullet, you just shift and move at quick speeds like the Flash back up the wall behind you. As this dynamic shot follows the bullet, every time it goes around you, you're desperately climbing partway up the cliff, much faster than you should be able to until it finally connects and hits them and you're standing up there. Tundra Hellite 1. That's that boy. He's going to go for an attack on Gilligan. Gilligan, who is effectively lifting it up and trying to hit it at this point. It goes for a stab, brings the blade down on Gilligan. Gilligan takes 9 damage. Yeah, he gets hit. As it happens, he's going to use his reaction to use Unbridled Fury. He's going to make 1 attack back against it with advantage. He's going to do his Great Sword, which is the piece of rebar. He gets a crit on that! As it lunges at him. As it does, he reaches up and grabs it. It brings the blade down and stabs into his shoulder. As it does, he crushes it and it just snaps in half in his grasp and falls into 2 pieces.
Yeah, good to see you again, Gilligan.
Looks over towards you viciously and you just hear that one is dead. Now it's this one's turn. It's going to go to attack on Fia. Will it finally hit? No. The answer is no. Hold on.
I dodge and hiss. Can't catch me. I'm too small.
Chill. This one's going to go. It is going to move. It's going to go down after Miley.
Oh, it left my range.
Yep, go for it.
Hey y'all!
I'm in time.
That hits. You deal 6 damage to it as it soars towards Marile, kicking up snow behind it as it goes. It swings at you, Marile. It crits.
Fuck.
Oh, what the hell? Why are these things critting?
I don't know. Quite the day today. Marile, as it comes towards you, this is gonna hurt. You take 31 damage from that. And I need you to make a con save now that you're down as it strikes you, hits you to the ground. So you fail.
Ooh.
You're going to start taking cold damage on the start of your turns. And that means at the start of your turns, you will automatically fail 1 death save due to the damage. This boy's gonna jump down. He's gonna take some damage from doing it, but he's going to jump down. He leaps off the side. He's gonna take 2d6 falling damage. He takes 6. Hits the ground, turns. He's going to attack. Strikes at you with a crystal blade, misses. Gilligan is going to rush out when he sees that leap down. He's going to rush out beside it, and he's going to go for a great sword attack on it. Swings at it. You just see a piece of rebar. Before you see him, you see a piece of rebar swing in and around. He gets 2 6s.
Jeez.
You just see part of the building beside you get cleaved apart, and with the Hellite falling into 2 pieces in front of you as Gilligan steps out, looming over you. Growls at you briefly, but in a strangely friendly way.
Yeah, I'm used to him.
Gonna swing at him.
That's a hit.
Alright. Hiya.
Takes 4 damage.
These
Listen here,
things.
bitch. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put it to vote. Do I Dragon Surge to do it again? Yes, I do. I don't want to vote. I'm doing it again.
You know, looking at these 2 creatures, I would not have expected these guys to be the biggest pain in the ass.
Dude, I'm trying to kill a ghost with a sword.
Grr.
That hits.
So I need you to suck a whole dick. Thank you.
Takes 5 more points of damage.
And that's my turn.
I'll wander on over, and I'm gonna use one of my vital stars to get Marile up.
Marile, you're up. You're freezing cold, but you're up.
I'm gonna flip a coin. I bonus action. I'm gonna burn my Devil Star and get a 3rd level spell slot, and I'm gonna immediately expend it with my action to cast Chaos Bolt at 3rd level.
Oh, we don't even have that accounted for on your sheet. Okay, so the Devil Star, we're gonna click that off. Bam.
Just hope it's not fire.
Bum, bum. Pew. We're gonna see if it hits hers too.
An 8 and a 7.
Oh, it didn't bounce.
So close to bouncing, you're right. Psychic or thunder damage, which would you like?
Let's go thunder.
Okay.
Yeah!
It hits. So you use thunder on the chill haunt, and you hit it. You would note when you hit it, it resists it down to 12. It is resistant to thunder damage. But you do 12 damage.
I'm a run behind Gino.
And then the many Tundra Hellights go. It's going to get over to about here. It's going to attack. Yeah, it's probably going to go after... No, wait, sorry. That one was focusing on Fionnuala. It's going to stick to that.
Hey.
Summons another one, throws it towards you. Oh my good lord!
It isn't gonna re-kill. Oh no, it's gonna kill
Oh.
And it...
I'm gonna use my grave cleric powers to make
and it's gonna get extra damage because of this. Swings. Oh!
Yep.
I mean, it was gonna get her.
I'm gonna...
Congratulations. that was
We're
your
gonna
personal best.
not play the death by massive damage angle just because it's something I wanted to touch on in this game. I would rather not use that, given the high numbers nature of the game we're playing. So you are just down with that done. But it does strike you. There is a detonation, a cloud of smoke. Not smoke, of snow erupts from there as Fionnuala is pinned to the ground by a cold arrow. Marile, you take 3 damage from the cold effect, but it is your
Ow.
turn. You will have to stand.
Do you have any spell slots for a
I
healing
still
word?
have several spell one. I still
You can get Fionnuala up with a healing word.
yeah, that's what I planned to do. Yes, thank you.
They heal yourself.
No.
Or not.
I'm going to heal you instead. Oh, but
You regain 7 hit points, and you are up. Theo?
there's someone who cares about you. Be really bad if you die. There's this boyo right around me. I think we are going to use vicious mockery. Try not to chill a little more. My nipples can't cut through glass yet.
What a treat Marile is.
Here's the save.
They fail.
Somebody help my
You deal 2 damage to
Cast
it,
Off Saga.
and then also apply the effect to it, because it'll have disadvantage on its next attack, and the psychic damage did full damage.
Alrighty then. Fucking, I don't want to fucking hit this thing. What's my health at? 11?
Arden.
What's up?
Are you gonna cut yourself?
No.
Knife above arm. Yeah, what?
What? No.
Arden? Yes, what is it? Fucking every time it cuts back to you, the knife is like deeper in you, like fucking knife up. Yeah, what is it? Don't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. Knife's in the arm. Arden, stop it. I'm not doing anything pouring blood into barrel of gun.
I'm just gonna back up from it.
Alright, it is gonna take a shot at you, as they do, but he's gonna have disadvantage thanks to Marile. So as it goes for a attack on you, and it misses!
Woo! Alright, that's good. I'm gonna pull up my gun! And I'm gonna shoot Tundra Hellite 8.
You fire, it does not manage to hit it. That's you, it does cower back from the shot as the shot hits the side of the building though. Emmanuel.
Chaos Bolt on heckin' who looks the most in danger. Let's save Confusion Mom. I'm gonna use all my style points.
Here it is. Here's the play.
Annihilate him.
Oh!
Crit.
32. Oh my god. You put your hand out to cast Chaos Bolt, and as you cast it towards them, it doesn't even appear in your hand. Just like, Pacha! Put your hand out, everything stops. It appears on the other side of them and lashes back towards them. Roll your roll the 2d6. Let's see what kind of, or 2d8. Let's see what kind of damage you're gonna do.
Yaw.
Dude!
It bounces.
It bounces!
It is fire damage.
Oh my.
This is gonna be real. Okay, so now I have to be Aaron about this. The d8s would also double because they take 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. So while the damage is determined by these initial ones.
So then don't drag that into there.
Yeah.
Just roll, yeah. Roll 2d8 again. Which one are you hitting?
Sorry, the one beside Marile.
So go ahead and add... Oh, Lord. Go ahead and add 22 to the modifier window, hit, and then hit.
Oh my god.
Hold on, and then, yeah, hit critical, and then roll it on the chill hunt, and we'll see how much hit points you're giving him.
Okay, so
I can't believe DMF is over, guys.
those are there.
I can't believe Emmanuel's the final boss of DMS.
You give him 37 hit points.
Jesus!
On the upside, maybe. It is blind.
Oh boy, I'm so happy.
You fully healed it, just so you know.
All right, and then I'm gonna bounce it to the one in front of
It has to make a save versus being. Did you do that? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I targeted
And you're
it.
gonna bounce it to where?
Theo's one.
Okay. Don't. Let's see how this goes.
Do it
Alright,
again.
let's
Go,
go.
roll the attack.
I'll do it again.
There's no way.
Do it again.
And yeah.
It hits. Roll. If you get 2 3s again, I say this bolt of. Oh, nice! It's bouncing again.
It's bouncing
Oh,
again.
shit.
All right, that's thunder damage. I think again. Yeah.
Go ahead and
Oh my.
add those. To
This will take damage.
That's. This is first of all a great chaos bolt. It just sucks that out the gate it was a superior healing
worst
potion for the
possible
first
thing.
one. Could you have imagined if it kept being fire damage all the way around? Okay, you do 9 damage total to that particular one.
All right, it bounces to Chill Hunt 2.
Roll the attack.
Oh, where are you, Cast?
You know this is fitting for a 30 for rolling a 32. That's a crit!
Style.
Don't get fire.
You gotta roll, gain 2 style points. Roll them.
I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave.
I want so badly to just block the shot. Like,
Roll,
Gino, please die instead.
roll 2 more d8. Oh my god!
I love this.
what is happening?
That misses, but unless
Good. Stop this madness. It's time to stop.
like this is terrible, but this is such a unique kind of terrible. I don't know if we can top that. I think we should just stop. I don't. What do we even do now?
It's time to stop, Manny!
Okay, is that you? That's you, Emmanuel.
Who let this child anywhere near a battlefield?
It's going to attack Gino.
Ring off.
It misses. Tundra Hellite 4 is going to go. Tundra Hellite 4 is going to go for another 2-hander Crystal Blade attack on Gilligan. And it hits. Strikes him, dealing a total of 8 damage, to which he's going to use his reaction, like before, to make an attack back against it with advantage. Hits that one. A splatter of blood remains on the ground, just a silhouette made of... Well, not even, actually, they don't have blood. It gets hit, it just dissolves and breaks into several pieces.
I just realized how fucking large this milk carton is over here.
Don't think about
I love it so
Don't
much.
think
I
about
love the milk
scale.
carton.
There's a shopping cart, like, right across whatever this is here. For
Okay,
scale.
first of all, if I'm gonna pull the curtain back, it's a fucking bleach bottle. Not that that changes anything. Second of all,
carton.
Who needs that much bleach?
I mean, look at this
Alright.
2.5-foot wine bottle over here.
let's. All right, you know what? I'm done with this. Let's do this.
You put him back. You put him away right now, sir. That's not nice.
All right, I'm putting him away. I'm fucking.
Thank you.
You've been warned.
Bring him on!
Heard you were talking shit about my bleach.
Ooh, bleach. Picks it
This
up.
is my favorite department store. Everything is just my size.
This is appropriately sized for Valifor.
I didn't know we
It's
were at a
Veil
Costco.
Part
That sounds dumb.
Theo, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so I'm going to I'm gonna spend my last focus point to disengage as my bonus action.
Okay.
And then as I back up from him, I'm going to pull Magistrate out, because this boy does more damage. Chill Hunt 3, beep beep!
That hits.
Are you...
Luna. So I'm gonna put in my notice here. I quit D&D. I quit. I quit D&D. Fianula, I love you. You're a beautiful demon baby. But you're failing me today, girl. I love you. But we're gonna have a talk after this.
I suppose.
Marile, Arden, you're on deck.
Can't get the fuck up on the roof. I can't deal with these stupid. I'm gonna.
Can you put your right on
You know
your
what?
firearm?
I'm gonna cut myself and put it on my rifle this
Okay.
time. Or my revolver.
1 damage.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna put 2 style points into this.
Gotcha. That hits. Roll damage. Oh!
Yeah!
And gain a style point back.
Yeah, here we go.
You fire it at him, he doesn't die, but as you hit him, like a chunk of his shoulder explodes.
Die, bitch.
That was a satisfying gunshot. That was a DMC sound design, chunky shotgun out of a revolver shot.
All right, what are the odds it's gonna happen twice?
Whatever that shit was, maybe something else, please.
That's all I've got.
Just your luck! Chaos Bolt can be something else!
I'm gonna put 2 style points into it.
Okay.
And
If you, Aaron, if you crit
Yeah.
and then also get fire, I will give you $100. You hit
I did not crit.
You did not crit. If you roll the fire number, if you roll 2 3s, I will give you $50.
Stop giving him incentives.
It wasn't both. It wasn't both.
I saw a 3 and I panicked.
Gino just commits Sudoku.
What's what is 5? What's 5?
Let's find out. Oh, 5 is lightning.
All right.
Haven't tried that one.
Y'all and y'all.
They resist it, but they do take it.
All right, time for new plans. New plans, big plays. I'm gonna go over here.
Gilligan's gonna go for his attacks. He's gonna look at this thing, he's gonna go for an attack on it, he's gonna hit it with a great sword. I'm gonna try to get to this as quick as I can. Swings it towards it, strikes it, dealing 7 damage total. He's gonna try to bite into it again, which every time I think about biting a creature made of ice, hits it, deals another 6 damage to it. He's ripping chunks of it off when he bites into it. Just big hunks of ice are being taken off and thrown to the side. Gino.
I'm gonna have my Echo move, skirting this guy, skirting the Chill Hunt 3's heckin' thing here. I'm gonna have him get over here. Gino is then going to look up to Gilligan, pat him on the back, say, "Fuck him up," and he's gonna swap places with his Echo. And then he's going to action Vital Star Marile.
Nice.
Oh man, another vital star.
That's a good heal. You regain 17 hit points, Marile.
I will lie, thank you. I give you good polish later.
Okay, I'm going to take out Magistrates, or I already have it out. But so I'm going to shoot Heckin' Tundra Hellite 7.
That
That
is...
doesn't fuck me, and I'm very upset about that. Fianula, take a fucking time out.
I'm gonna bonus action pull out my last vital star and just hold it above my head and just pixie dust it over my head.
Oh, go ahead and roll it.
I chop the Devil Star up and I snort it.
I just
Because fuck it.
You regain 6 hit points. Drag that onto yourself.
I'm gonna use Blood Curse of the Marked on Tundra Hill whatever guy up there, and I'm gonna put a point of style into this.
Get him.
That's a hella hit. You got him.
Die!
You fire, it gets hit, it gets struck, the fire escapes it and blasts out the back.
Finally! Ah!
You used your blood curse, right? So you gain a style point.
Yeah.
We're going under. I'm gonna target Tundra Hellite 7.
You're gonna have some unfinished business.
Yeah.
In what direction?
Gust of wind!
I targeted Tundra Hellite, so I think it has to be in that direction.
So...
I don't know how to feel.
If it starts its turn there, then it might be like, "Nah!"
Knock him off the roof.
You and I have some unfinished business. A tornado comes out of your hand. Ah! Swings it around across everybody. Ah!
Oh god, I hit it.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand. I'm gonna use the thing.
You missed.
I'm using
The Bardic Inspiration. D6.
Fuck.
Oh, I didn't see it. It didn't roll for you.
Oh,
yet.
it didn't not. Oh my god.
But I don't. did you roll it outside the chat by accident?
Yeah, it rolled outside the chat.
Well, saved your behind. That hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah! You did it! Is this the first one of these things to die? I think it is.
That's the only one that didn't healed.
He's fucking dead.
Emmanuel made this fight so much harder than it had to be.
First the enlarge and now this. Emmanuel's a problem.
Is that?
I am then going to rush over here to help Gino and Mario. That's me, man.
Okay, its turn. It's gonna go ahead and look towards the two of you. It seems to increase the size of its form, like the ice that constitutes its body, like spreads it out a bit to try to look more intimidating as the three of you come in on it. It's going to attack Nicolo, as he's the last person that showed up, so it's reactively going to swing at you. One of its arms kind of flies off of it towards you. Oh, actually, it can't hear you, or can't see you, so it reacts to the noise, doesn't hit. Tundra Hellite 7. Can you roll a strength save against him real quick, Aaron?
Yes. Yeah.
It got a 20, so it's fine. It dropped a 1. Theo, Marile, you're on deck.
Grrr. Bonus action reload magistrate and use my action to fucking fire when I'm doing. Fionnuala! I swear to God! No.
Holy shit.
I'm convinced that she's yelling at herself in character.
She is in full, like, Tinkerbell rage mode, stomping her feet into the ground, just I quit! You know what? Fuck it! I quit! I'm just gonna go back to the Frost House! I quit! Full stop! You know what? Full stop! They'll fucking just stomp on me! Fuck it!
I'm debating if I want to risk it for the biscuit.
I
I was gonna amplify my, blood curse.
When you amplify the blood curse, then it does the damage to you, but you get a secondary effect from it.
In this case, it would let me it would give me advantage on.
Fuck it, kill
attacking.
yourself.
I'm going to move forward a bit here.
Do it, pussy.
Okay, you're gonna get there and you're gonna climb up to there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna hurt myself.
Roll that critical D4. Yeah!
Oh my god!
You are so fucking lucky.
It's only a 1 in 4 chance he
You
died,
know,
guys.
in my
Come on.
opinion, the thumbnail's appropriate for today.
Yeah, it sure heckin' is.
Roll it, Hagen,
Also, I
attack.
forgot to check that off.
Yeah.
And bam!
Oh! So you gain 1 from using your blood curse, and then you also gain 2 from that, so you are now max in style points, but go ahead and roll your damage.
Crit on that
It's
fucker.
dead. It went from fucking, I think, what is that? It wasn't even doing that well. You fire at it, you hit it, the bullet strikes it, and it just lifts it into the air, and there's a second of nothing. Then parts of its body smolder and turn red, and it just bursts into flames and ash. Theo's in the background is like, "Good job, Arden! I'm very happy for you!" Fucking throws Magistrate at the ground.
Happy for you!
Fucking wonderful job! Good!
Like at this point, Gilligan just like got his arms out, like, "Why won't you die?" He's gonna go for an attack, just bashing it as hard as he can with the great sword. Its face is just contorting, like this thing's form is distorted, but it can't see, so it doesn't know what's wailing on it. He hits it again, it takes 3 damage. Oh my god.
God damn!
It's resisting his damage too, man. Gino.
Oh, swing!
Wah!
Use the bardic inspiration.
I didn't need it. Hiya!
You gain a style point, it takes 6 damage. Again, that one's also, like, its torso is largely caved in as chunks of it have come out. Like, its face is this pressed in, like, face with its eyes closed. It's, like, weakly grasping in front of it, trying to slash at things, but it's almost sad, the level.
Just fucking die!
Beep!
You hit!
Suck a big old dick! Hiya! Why?
Wait, why were there?
It's fine.
Damage is damage.
But I hit it.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You did hit it.
Congratulations.
Progress.
On my turn. I'm going to run over after I pick up my glaive, and I'm gonna fucking stab it.
Please kill it. Do it. You got this.
You hit?
Proud of you.
Oh, nice. Back damage. All right, bonus action. I'm gonna swing at it. Swing my full arm at him
Gotcha.
again.
Oh!
Hey!
You should be at full style points if you weren't already.
I am, yeah.
So go ahead. You kill it.
Yeah!
Yay, yay.
These things can die!
We've killed 2 of them now.
Is that you?
He knew it was rolling in the
Making my
snow.
way over here.
All right. So there's only a 10% chance
Emmanuel.
that it would be really bad.
I will cut off your hand.
Are you targeting
Myself.
it, or are we targeting his space? What are you doing?
That would be targeting it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
So if I lived this way, I'm gonna fucking die this way. Fucking
Take everybody else out with them.
I'm using the ring.
And what are you targeting?
Chill on one.
You're targeting it?
Yeah.
Oh
If you
no!
could fucking not, though!
All right. Your cat appears on your shoulder, gives that a meow, and like rushes down your hand towards the ring. Go ahead and roll the table.
The entire party.
Dude.
No, Theo's alive.
Really? That's the most important thing.
Do it. You cast slow. Now, you can choose who you target with slow.
Yes.
So,
I love you.
go ahead and roll the save for slow against.
What
I didn't want it, but there's like a 1% part of my brain that really wanted the fireball just to have the story. It failed.
It is slowed.
I go forward.
You use slow, the cat rushes towards it, hits it, it becomes like this tangible rope of magical energy that wraps around the whole thing and binds it in place as it's struggling to move. Yeah, roll damage. And now roll your other attack, you did 3. That's a crit.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
And
How do you want to do this?
I would like to rush forward, slice this thing with both my machetes like in an X pattern, just going through it. And because it's slowed, it just doesn't realize until after, you know, just like the whole like slicing through and then like sheathing. Because it's slowed, it slowly separates and then disperses after I sheath them.
Now that they're gone, I want you guys to know
5 more show up.
that as unlikely as this is, and as much as I know you're going to be like, well, why would we have thought to try that? Cold damage works real well on those.
Yeah. As soon as
It
these
frightens
may absorb
them.
Fire, I figured cold damage. I had Ray of Frost and I was like, should I? And then I saw the ring and I was like, no.
Cold damage basically causes that. They're immune to it, but it causes them to become frightened.
Unfortunately, I am a fire baby.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I'm also a fire baby.
the number of people that can do that type of damage are very scarce in this party.
Oh
So
my
a snowball at them.
god.
Fianula is going to just flop back in the snow and just lay there and just stare at the sky,
For this,
cussing in Infernal.
you hear a thud as you look back and see that Gilligan has, as you guys killed it, gone back up, picked up the space heater, jumped back down, walks over, picks up the one that he threw earlier, so he just has 2 large cardboard boxes under his arms. And you see his form begin to shift, the fur peels away, and you see just a very a large, rather charming-looking brown-skinned gentleman wearing effectively a tux, has a bow tie on, just appears. His clothes seem to form out of the fur and whatnot that he was wearing. He just shakes his head. You see him just be like, all right. Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? That was something.
Hi, boss. I'm going to be late for work today.
I think that's gonna be all right.
Okay, good.
I think everybody's a little bit late for work today.
Good, because I was actually going to call out.
You call out of work, that's fine. You take the day off. But how about you, and your friends? Why don't you come in anyways?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Can somebody carry me? I don't want to get up.
My wounds hurt.
I got you.
Goes to lift, but probably cannot. Just puts everything like, fucking come on. We're going.
As you all pick yourself up and head following Gilligan as he carries these two, again, very large Space Eater boxes out towards a bit farther down, like a couple blocks into the city. We pan up and we will end there for today on what felt like a boss battle, but was definitely not. All right.
Yeah, where's the devil
red
arm for that?
We get the red orbs of a boss.
No,
battle,
you're
right?
gonna absolutely get orbs. Everybody gets 484.
Hooray!
And that is where we're gonna heckin' stop for today, my guys.
Can't believe Theo had a stormtrooper moment.
Yeah, she sure did.
So me and my character sheet are gonna have a long talk. That door is gonna remain closed the rest of the night. All you're gonna hear is just unbridled rage coming from the goddamn basement.
Oh, have fun with highlights for this, Hayden.
Oh, I will.
There's-
I was noting things for highlights the whole time, so I was like,
I
cool,
just
no
want the
problem.
highlight for this fight to just be every single time that Fionnuala just said like fuck and then she missed. Just set to like an entire like montage. It's like da 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 da.
If you feel like doing that, feel free to stick that like on the anywhere, start, end, whatever. If you want to fucking go above
I'll
and
tack
beyond.
that in at the end.
Theo fuck supercut.
Heckin' later, taters.
Goodbye, you two.
Goodbye, my Peter Pot. Beep.
That's a
I'm gonna
miss.
stop. I know, I'm gonna Dragon Surge and try to just fuck it. Okay. I'm gonna throw a style point in it because I made that mistake last time, and beep. That's even worse. Dear God. Well, I'm going to pull Magistrate out because this boy does more damage. Chill Haunt 3 beep beep. Are you Luna? Take out Magistrate, or I already have it out. But so I'm going to shoot Heckin' Tundra Hellite 7.
That is.
Doesn't fucking hit, and I'm very upset about that. Fionnuala, take a fucking time out.
Bonus action, pull out my last vital star and just hold it above my head and just pixie dust it over my head.
Oh, go ahead and roll it.
Grrr! Bonus action, reload Magistrate, and use my action to fucking fire at her doing. Fionnuala! I swear to God!
Holy shit.
I'm convinced that she's yelling at herself in character.
I quit! You know what? Fuck it! I quit! I'm just gonna go back to the Frost House! Full fucking... I quit! Full stop! You know what? Full stop!
Marinette.
They'll fucking just stomp on me! Fuck it!